The playwright J.M. Barrie once said of love, if you have it, you don't need much of anything else. And if you lack it, it doesn't matter much what else you do have. But what did he know? He was a lifelong bachelor that wrote stories about kids that refused to grow up. But actually, before Greg and Becky reconnected last November, Greg was living in a bit of a neverland. And he's Peter Pan, then I guess me and my buddy Chris would have been the Lost Boys. Right? State of arrested development, I guess. Last 5 years, me and Greg shared an apartment most of that time. On a lot of occasions, late at night, we'd get talking about politics or economics. Those of you that know him might think he's a man of action in few words. But I assure you, he could be an earthy philosopher in the middle of the night. One of his favorite topics for most of that time was the joys of the bachelor life. Yeah. I mean, I remember, for example, one winter he grew this huge beard and long hair, and he swore no woman would let you out of the house looking like that. That's something only a bachelor can do. Many occasions, we'd buy a video game on Friday, and come Sunday, we had already put 40 hours into it, just holed up in the living room. That's a dedication to a hobby that no woman would let you have. He likes to play music. There was one 14-month period where he must have bought 5 guitars. And he said, there's no woman that would let you spend that kind of money. Right? He was convinced. Then last November, he came down the stairs stinking of way too much cologne, right? And he says, you remember Becky from high school? I'm going to go out with her. And when he came home, something was different right off the bat. Clearly, Peter had met his Wendy. So, I have to admit, the first couple of weeks, as he's fallen more and more involved, I was more and more hesitant. He didn't say Plato's analogy of the cave, because I don't think he's versed in Greek philosophy. But he probably could have said that I was chasing after shadows and that he had seen the real world. He was beginning to learn that maybe the bachelor life wasn't that great. He told me one night, he said something like, hand in here, right? Yeah. He said, you got a woman, spending all weekend playing video games is lame, no matter how awesome your Madden 04 football team is. And he said, I might not have as much time to play guitar as I used to, but now all them dumb love songs actually mean something. So, I think we should toast love, and we should toast that earth-shattering, worldview-changing love that Becky and Greg shared, and that we got to witness today. So here's to them. Cheers. Cheers.